demonstrating the fact that there's no free will and that it's all predestinated, right? Verse 24 in the KJV, even us, whom he has called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. And he's going to identify who these Gentiles are by quoting yet again another prophecy or promise in the Old Testament, the so-called Old Testament, right? Verse 25, as he says also in OC, which is Hosea, right? I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God. So to identify who these Gentiles are that he speaks of, he quotes Hosea, the first chapter. Well, let's see what Hosea, the first chapter says. Hosea chapter 1, we're going to start at verse 8. Now when she had weaned Loruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, call his name Loami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Hosea is prophesying against the northern kingdom particularly, right? But it's he later on is going to reference the whole kingdom or the whole nation. Verse 10 says, yet the number of the children of Israel, so again, he's now going to reference the whole nation of Israel. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head. And they shall come out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Right? Identifying the fact that this is a prophecy that is going to be fulfilled, again, by the children of Israel, because he has casted us off from the land, and yet he's going to bring...
All right, so clearly this brother don't know what he's talking about. Rob Yavasap from Sicarii, you need to abandon Sicarii. So let's go back to Romans chapter 9 and re-go over this, because this is madness. So Romans chapter 9, verses 20, 24, and 25. Look at what it says here. Even us whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also the Gentiles? That's a question. He's finna prove it. As he have also said in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. So right now we got to firmly understand the Israelites is being accounted for here. And it says also the Gentiles. So we should be able to go to Hosea, right, and point out a group of people that's not being referred to Israelites. Remember, we just went to Hosea, and this brother out of his own mouth just said Hosea identified the entire nation of Israel. Well, that's a fact. Let's get that. Hosea chapter 1, verse 8. Right? Keep going to Hosea 8 and 1. 1 and 8. Look at this. Now, when she had winged Loruhamah, she had conceived and bare a son. And God said, call his name Loami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. This isn't talking about the children of Israel. That would make no sense. Why would this be talking about the children of Israel? And in the same verse, in verse 10, it says, yet or but only the children of Israel will be as the sand of the sea. That's all 12 tribes. The contention that we're having is Romans chapter 9, who are the Gentiles. So let's see what it's actually saying about Gentiles. It says it right here, right? And it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said unto them, you're not my people, there it should be said unto them, you're the sons of the living God. Then it goes on to count for, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel. So the author is making a clear distinction. You have Israelites that already had a promise. God isn't changing his promise nor covenant. That's already accounted for. That's the children of Israel. We literally just read it right here. It says the children of Israel. It says right here. Look what it says. Yet the number, meaning all 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which cannot be measured nor numbered, right? which cannot be measured nor numbered. You see that? Then it's going to come into a place where it was said unto them that you're not my people. That's talking about the Gentiles. Why would Hosea qualify and reconcile dealing with all 12 tribes of Israel and then say, oh yeah, for the group of people that's not the 12 tribes, y'all go also be my people too? That don't make sense. When we deal with the Bible, we have to deal with clear reading comprehension. You know what I'm saying? You brothers off. And let's further deal with some stuff out here, because this is this is pretty simple, man, and it's pretty easy, right? Look at this. Hosea chapter 2 and 18. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beast of the field, the other nations, right? The same vision Peter had. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick, right? Let's get that. Right? Let's get that. Right? Acts chapter 10 and 11. And saw heaven open and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it have been a great sheet killed at the four corners, and let down to the earth, wherein all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, wild beasts and creeping things and fowls of the air. And there came to him a voice, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. And the voice spoke unto him again the second time, What God have cleansed, call thou not common. This was done 3 times, and the vessel was received up again unto heaven. Now while Peter doubted in himself with the vision which he have seen should mean, so let's go down here and get the interpretation of the vision, right? Verse 28, Acts chapter 10 and 28. And he said unto them, You know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God have showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. So we can clearly see that this is talking about pure men. Period, point blank. That's what this is talking about. All men, right? So let's go back to Hosea chapter 2 and 18. This is how you get an understanding, man, right? Hermeneutically sound. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beast of the field, with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow, meaning battle, right? Meaning break the bow, war, all of those things. He's going to break the bow and the sword and battle out of the earth. And I will make them to lie down safely. Who's in the earth battling? The other nations, everybody. And it says, and I will betroth you unto me forever. Yeah, I will betroth you unto me in righteousness and in judgment, right? And in loving kindness and in mercies will I even betroth you unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord, man. This is simple, man. And quite frankly, quite clear, right? Isaiah chapter 55, verse 5. But thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee because of the Lord thy God and for the Holy One of Israel, for he have glorified thee, man. And with that, man, again, this is just another easy apologetics. Don't let these brothers try to lie to y'all dealing with Romans, the 9th chapter, man. Shalom.